Now, I appreciate you checking out this video. Before I continue, I want you to go to theultimatejetguide.com, where I've put together a full guide for jet buyers like yourself.
So that's looking ahead to 2023. Now, if someone's looking to purchase an aircraft, there seems to be two large categories when it comes to financing on pre-owned aircraft. You've got the aircraft that's 20 years and newer, and the aircraft like the legacy aircraft that's 20 years and older. And of course, a lot of time it's driven by people's budgets, but if they're looking for something in the $500,000, $2 million, $3 million range, they're probably looking at older aircraft that, while they might be able to pay cash, sometimes it's in their benefit to go to a lender and try to secure financing for that kind of a purchase. So what can you tell us about the difference between lending on an older aircraft, 20 years or older, versus a newer one? Because it seems like lenders prefer the newer stuff. Is it impossible to lend on an older aircraft?
It is not impossible. Some of the parameters are going to be the same. It's just the availability of those same parameters being applicable on an older aircraft. Your jets. Your jet aircraft over 20 years, most lenders are still going to require, most if not all, are going to require the engines be on a program. Mm-hmm. The availability of that program or the significant amount of inventory already being on a program. So it's what's out there in the marketplace, and is it already on a program? Does it require a buy-in? In certain situations, will the lender allow the buy-in? Will they finance the buy-in for you? In some situations, it's going to be a diminishing return. Others, it's going to be a great investment. Mm-hmm. So that's on the older aircraft, and then even jets within that 20-year range. It's going to be somewhat of a similar conversation on jets that aren't on an engine program. Do you want to buy into a program and get your hourly maintenance put into place, so the lender feels comfortable with it. And that's really, at the end of the day, the lender sees the engines being the value driver of the aircraft. So they want to have that warm, and they want to know that risk is mitigated, right?
For sure.
So on the older aircraft, you want to make sure you're looking at that if you're looking for a loan that it is going to be on a program. But the other part too is lenders are maybe a little more, I wouldn't say weary, but they want to see folks that have have jet experience on older aircraft. That's okay. A very helpful thing. So they have they're accustomed to the cost of owning and operating an aircraft. Whether it's they want to make sure they know all the pieces that are in place, because really only part of the transaction, or really only a fraction of the outlay of cash is going to be at the closing. You're going to have hundreds of thousands of dollars after the fact on maintenance and
the cheapest part of owning a jet is buying one.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that the folks that are looking at the older aircraft, they do have some experience there, and it obviously goes without saying, but folks that have more capital or have deeper pockets, tend to help that underwriting process go a little bit smoother.
Gotcha.
People that are more